I'm out and about on my trusty Royal Enfield Interceptor Custom, off to see my mates Geoff and Dan for a bit of Biker Scran. Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well, and welcome back to the channel for something we haven't done for ages. It's time for another Biker Scran with Geoff and Dan, the occasional series here on the channel where I'll meet up with a couple of biking pals and we go out usually to some greasy spoon for a bit of a lunch and a natter, and then we rate the greasy spoon. As you can see, it's a beautiful summer's day. It's all relative, isn't it? I'm recording this in middle of April, so technically meteorological summer, but I have to say so far there hasn't been a lot of sign of summer, alas. Threatening to get a little bit warmer next week maybe, which is a little bit annoying for me because next week I'm having another operation on my shoulder, so I won't be riding bikes for a little while after that, so I can watch the sunshine out the window as I recuperate. Anyway, by the time you get to see this video, that should all be done and dusted, and I might even be back on two wheels by then, you never know. But anyway, enough of my trials and tribulations. So what is the plan for today's Biker Scran? Where are we off to? Well, necessarily it's going to be a very local Biker Scran to me because I can't actually ride the bike for very long at the moment. Again, back to that shoulder issue, which hopefully will be fixed soon. So we found a local cafe, local to me anyway. I have been there once before, so I can't vouch for how good it is, but I went there on it was 2 Saturdays ago with Mrs. Fly when she went out on her bike. We went out for a little breakfast ride on a Saturday, as you do. And as I looked around, I thought, you know what, this might be a good place to do a Biker Scran. So that's the plan. But what I'm going to do, and that's back near High Wycombe at a place called Hewenden, more of that later. But what we're going to do is meet up at one of Dan's favourite places, which is Chinnor railway station, which isn't too far away. And Chinnor railway station actually is a steam railway. It's part of the, I think it's the Princess Risborough Chinnor railway, something that Dan is very interested in. I believe Dan's got some sort of link to it as well. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is, but we'll speak to him about that when we meet up. So coffee up at the railway station. If the timing's right, I understand we may see a 100-year-old steam locomotive departing. That goes at about 11:40. I haven't got a clock available, but I think that's about half an hour's time, and I'm only about, I don't know, 10 minutes or something from the station. So yeah, we'll get to Chinnor station, see if we can see some steamage. Oh look, there's a white van, excellent. And a bit of a ride around the local lanes to the cafe for some Scran. So that sounds like it might be of some interest. Stick around and stay tuned. So it's great to be out on the trusty Royal Enfield again. I don't think I've ever done a Biker Scran with Geoff and Dan on this bike before, so it's good to get her out and stretch her legs. Dan of course rides a standard Enfield Interceptor, so it'll be interesting to compare the two, see what they make of my machine. It's a bike I've had for 5 years now. I really like it. It's kind of the antithesis of my Kawasaki Z900, if you like, because it's kind of characterful and basic, whereas the Kawasaki just works beautifully and is smooth and everything about it is lovely. This one's got a bit of rock and roll about it. Blimey, it's busy out on the roads today. What is going on? Right, pretty sure it's this way. Speak to you in a moment when we get closer to the station. Right, we've crossed the county border, we're into Oxfordshire, and I've just passed the sign that says Chinnor, so we must be within sniffing distance now of the station for the steam railway, where I thoroughly expect both Geoff and Dan to already be there, even though I'm certainly not late. In fact, I imagine I'm early. Those guys always beat me. Old school, like it. Right, looks like, according to my little beeline sat-nav, it's a left turn up here. Well, even though I don't live a million miles away from here, this is unexplored territory for me. I don't think I've ever been down here before. Usefully, the steam railway is well signposted. Look, these little brown steam train signs. So it can't be far away, given that we just came through Chinnor. What was this, the railway? Yeah, this must be it. Ah, and there's Jeffrey. Blimey, it's busy down here. Still Easter holidays from school. Right, let's go and say hello to Jeffrey. Is that good? That work? Da, 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 da. Good day, sir. How are you? Good, good.
Yeah, true.
But it's you see, you're coming at it from the wrong angle. You're coming at it from the ride rather than what it represents.
Yeah, the thing is, it's before my time though, Jeff, isn't it? You see, I don't remember the Universal Japanese. I wasn't born in the 1970s. Oh no, you said that before. I know.
But you know, that's the thing. It's the heritage.
It is.
It was the original bike spawned the superbike era as we know it.
Yeah, true. Which also wasn't around.
And that's
when I was
what
born.
it stands for. And it's just such a beautiful piece of art. You can't get rid of it. It's a piece of art.
It does look nice, there's no doubt about that. And whenever I park it somewhere, it does get admiring glances, I have to say, which is quite nice.
I mean, in fairness, I have a Triumph, but the Speed Twin ain't going to turn heads. People are just going, oh, Triumph.
No, but it is. I do enjoy riding it. I mean, it's just something about a twin is more engaging, isn't it, than a four-cylinder.
But then,
you see, you have to ride the four-cylinder fast.
I went from a single to a twin.
Yeah.
And in those days, everybody went, there's no character in a twin, is there, compared with a single?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, isn't it? Yeah, fair point.
So
anyway, there we go. There's plenty of character in this. Plenty of character in this thing. In fact, I noticed as I rode up, I don't think the back brake works. So, so yeah, it's got a bit of Britishness about this Indian machine.
What do you need a back brake for?
Well, exactly.
Only blokes of my age use back brake.
Looks good though, doesn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's tidy.
I realised that I've never shown you this, have I? It's the first time for the Interceptor on a Biker Scran.
I think it is, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I've had it for 5 years.
I've not actually seen it in the flesh.
No, I've had it for 5 years. Incredible. And here, the telltale signs of an Enfield, an untouched Enfield.
And unadulterated.
Unmolested.
Yeah, certainly that.
Ta-da! Whiffle. You've changed the seat. Yeah, you were trying one out before, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the touring comfort seat.
And is it comfortable when touring?
It's significantly less uncomfortable than the standard seat.
That's good. You should try mine. That's really uncomfortable. It's a custom one, you know. Cost me a fortune.
Planking.
Yes.
Days.
Significantly less uncomfortable than the original.
A glowing endorsement.
No, that's a PR man speaking.
I'm sorry to hear about your glowing endorsement. Is it due to the hardness of the seat?
So, Dan, you've never seen my Interceptor before, have you? And as an Interceptor man, what do you make of my abomination? Or do you love it like I do?
It's cracking. I absolutely love it.
Do you like it?
There's lots of nice little details on it.
That's very kind of you to say.
And it's different, but not ridiculously different. I'm not a big fan of the knobbly tyres.
Are you not?
No.
Fair enough.
I know they look
I thought
gnarly,
they looked good. Yeah.
but I do. I love these little domino controls here and levers.
Yeah.
Those buttons obviously will do something.
I've no idea what they do, actually. I can't work. It's a nightmare when you want to use the horn, because I've no idea which one that is, but it's there. The horns are very loud on these, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're very good at India. They need them.
Cattle startling.
You've got to be loud to frighten a cow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's got lovely. What is that? Yes,
That's an indicator.
That's an indicator.
Yeah, they're incredibly bright.
Well,
they're amazing. I'll show you them later when we do a bit of
I
a...
do like the British Racing green with a hint of metal flake in it, and the gold striping. It's just
Actually, that's not British Racing Green.
Is it not?
I thought I was going to do British Racing Green, but it turns out British Racing Green is really, really dark, close to black. So this is actually, I think this is an Audi car colour or something.
Is it?
Or a Peugeot, something like that.
Lotus green, isn't it?
Yeah, but it works for me. I thought it looked good. But anyway, there we go. Anyway, enough about bikes. We're here for steam trains today, aren't we?
We certainly are.
So what's the time? There's an issue. There's a timing thing going on, isn't there?
It's 11:30.
Right.
and a train will be pulling into the station at about 11:45.
Excellent.
No, as the station master here, shouldn't you say at precisely?
Well,
I'm not wearing my hat. I haven't got my station master's hat on today.
okay, so right, you can't be held responsible for
Okay.
anything then. You're not in charge today.
I'm not in charge today. I'm not the fat controller.
All right, good. Maybe later after lunch.
I will be a very fat controller, possibly out of control after lunch.
Never been here before. Look at this Chinnor signal box. Looks like the real thing. Right, so here we are on the platform at Chinnor Railway, and we've got the right man. It turns out Dan is something to do with it here, right? So what's your role here, Dan, exactly?
I'm a station master here, and I'm also a level crossing keeper.
That sounds quite important. So what's involved in being a station master? Is that just blowing whistles, waving flags, that sort of thing?
That's the highlight of it. So the
Yes.
key thing is being a station master is platform safety, ensuring that everybody's safe on the platform, that
Yep.
the train gets away on time.
Yep.
That we meet and greet all the passengers, we answer questions,
Yep.
opening and closing the station at the beginning and the end of the day,
Brilliant.
and making sure the toilets are clean.
That sounds, that's not so much fun, is it? Yeah, okay,
that's
well.
the least good bit.
Every cloud and all that sort
That's
of
the
thing.
bit they don't tell you about when you apply for the job.
So how long have you been doing that then?
I've been a station master for about a year now.
Fantastic. Enjoying it?
Love it.
And what would you to be seeing here today? Because it's something a bit special, I understand, hence why there's so many punters here.
We've got a Chilterns chalk morning, so
Right.
the geologists of the local area are talking all about the makeup of
hills.
the Chiltern, of the,
Right.
your lovely local chalky hills.
Excellent.
And we've got steam going all day today. So the steam locomotive is going from Chinnor all the way to Prince's Risborough on the main line,
Right.
where you could change trains for Birmingham, Oxford, or London. Should you wish to.
So it's a pucker train then?
It's a proper railway.
So it's not that far from here to Prince's Risborough, though, is it? How long does it run
It's
for?
3.5 miles,
So how long does that take on a steam train?
21 minutes.
Could you not walk it quicker than that? Or am I missing the point?
You are-
maybe I am.
You are missing the point.
Maybe.
sir.
Okay. So do you get to drive the trains at all?
I did a diesel driver experience here, so you can actually pay to drive one of the trains here.
Right. How much does it cost to drive a diesel train then? Jeff, this sounds like something we should do.
You should.
I've done it with him.
I think
How much?
It's about £400.
400 quid? Blimey.
But it is 1,700 horsepower.
Yeah, that sounds quite
So
cool,
you
doesn't it?
do need quite a lot of close supervision.
Yeah, I bet. Excellent. So when's this train due then?
I think it's due in about 22.
Right.
20 to 12.
What's time now? Anyone know?
It's 11:32.
Ooh, just a mere 8 minutes away.
Very adept driver, actually.
Was it?
You're cranky yet.
Seems unlikely, doesn't it? Dan's just gone to rust us up a coffee.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some sort of a plus for being station master. That sounds very important for him, doesn't
Well,
it?
we'll see if he gets on the end of the queue or pushes in at the front.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you know who I am? That old guy.
Do you know who I think I used to be?
So by mine and Jeff's watches, we make it a few minutes past arrival time, don't we?
certainly do.
I'm thinking that maybe they need Dan on the station master today. That would never happen on his watch. Talking of Dan, where is he? Oh, he's in the queue. Look at that!
I thought we could share a low-calorie
A
rock
cake.
Yeah,
Excellent.
homemade
Good
rock
man.
cake.
Thank you, sir. Shall I relieve you of one of those? Thank you.
There's a
Thank
little
you.
bit of sugarage on the
I
side.
can hear some chuffage going on. We think it might be arriving.
So this loco is 100 years old.
Wow.
Even older than Jeff.
Only sure.
Well, that's pretty special, isn't it?
It's rather good, isn't it?
So 100 years old. Is this one that's based here all the time, or is it a visiting
No,
celebrity?
it's come for a holiday from South Devon. It's here till the autumn.
Right, so do they ship them by road to move them
Yes,
around?
they have to,
Right,
because
right, yeah.
those locos aren't necessarily rated to go on national rails.
Right. But the rails themselves are the same gauge and stuff,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah,
they?
absolutely. This is a genuine. This is a proper railway. It's run by an Act of Parliament. It's the Office of the Rail Regulator makes sure it's all safe. It's a proper. It's
Wow.
a proper thing.
And it's always been a railway, has it here? Or
It's
we
been
were
here
talking
since
about the
It's been here since 1857.
same- Wow. So one of the early ones then.
Yes.
Did they start much before that? I don't suppose they did.
It
did
was
they?
one of the It was one of the earlier ones.
Wow, we.
There was a huge cement works there,
Yeah.
which is why the line survived.
Ah, right.
And when the cement works closed, we took over the railway.
Cool. Right, I'm going to have a little look down at the engine. Very exciting, isn't it? For some reason, I've never been hugely into trains, but you can certainly appreciate the engineering, can't you? Impressive bits of work. So, using Dan's special access, we've managed to blag ourselves into the signal box. This should be quite exciting. A lot of levers, aren't there, Dan?
There's a lot of levers. This is all a mystery to me. Everything's interconnected, so
Yep.
you can't do something unless everything's in its right place. You can't get the signal off, and the train can't move.
Got you. Now, given it's a relatively short bit of line, that's an awful lot of levers, though, isn't it?
It is.
So, are each ones of these a signal, or points, or both, or what? Oh, train's coming back.
So the train's then going to go forward and connect to the coaches.
Right.
The train's got to wait for a signal to say it's safe for him to proceed up the line.
Alrighty. And who decides it's safe? Is that signalman's job?
Signalman.
Right. Hence the box.
Hence the box with a good view of the line.
Yeah. Looks like quite hard work to me.
It's
Keep your fit? Yes.
So the different coloured levers mean different things.
Right.
The brown lever locks the level crossing gates,
Okay.
which means the gates won't open to the public if there's a train running through.
Yep.
And vice versa. The red levers are signals.
Right.
Blue levers are points, or are they locking levers?
Locking points.
Locking points, and the black levers are points.
Yes. So the blue one means that you can't change the point while there's a train going over it,
Got you.
which is not good practice.
And then those little brass buttons there, you have to push those to release some of the levers.
Yeah. Where they're linked into the electronic track circuit,
Excellent.
so you can't do anything inappropriate.
And so that's the circuit indicators up there on the diagram.
High tech, isn't it?
Well, it's incredibly efficient.
Well, for the day, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
impressive, isn't it, actually?
There's underneath here. There's all these sort of rods and interconnecting
Yeah, I bet.
things. That it looks like sort of metal spaghetti.
The mind boggles at how they designed these. I mean, it looks all relatively simple, but as you say, when you consider what's actually going on, it's all mechanical connections, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Richard, sorry I was tied up. Train out.
So this over here, this key then, what's that do
That's the
exactly?
token, so that gives authority to travel into the section between the two signal boxes.
Right. It's appropriately massive, isn't it, to show its importance?
And I can't remove that until I've set the signal that allows him to
Right.
exit.
Right.
That's the token hold. That holds it. Says the token goes in that leather pouch.
Yep.
And gets collected by the driver, and the driver can't proceed up the line without the token.
I love all these manual processes that mean it's it's safe. It's great, isn't it?
We
It
do
is.
have network rail coming down for days to show
Yeah.
them how it used to be run and how it. in
Show how
some
it should be
sections.
done. Yeah.
Because they've only just stopped using this in Cornwall.
Have
They've
they
only just
really?
decommissioned signal boxes in Cornwall, haven't they?
This year.
Yeah.
Gotta love England, haven't you? So the train's been, or the loco's been reconnected. And now he's going to give the token, the key, back to the driver. Right, so thank you Chinnor Railway, that was absolutely fascinating. And really great to get a look in the signal box there. Just incredible how so much, mechanical, manual stuff, the ingenious systems they came up with to control all that. Quite something. Anyway, I better concentrate on my route here because I've no idea where I'm going. So huge thank you to the guys up at the Chinnor Princess Risborough Railway for letting us have a look around. Very busy up here today, as you can see. Packed car park with train enthusiasts out to come and look at that guest engine, that loco. Apparently they've kind of rented it for the year up from Devon, and that's what these steam railways do. They get these guest locos in. Anyway, that's enough steam for the day. Back to bikes. So the plan is head towards Tame. There's a couple of really nice roads. Oh, there's some steam going on under the bridgelet as we go. Excellent. And then there's a couple of nice roads that I know that lead us back to the cafe for a spot of lunch, and my stomach is telling me it's definitely lunchtime. Good news is it's warmed up a bit, and look, we've got some blue sky. Right, we've got the chaps behind us. Such a treat to be out on a day where it's not wet roads and it's starting to warm up. It's been a really appalling springtime in the UK. It had a really bad one last year as well, and you know, it's tantalisingly close now. Some decent riding weather. Cannot wait. Ah, this is what life's all about, isn't it? The morning, having a play with some steam trains, and a ride on your bike, and a greasy spoon for lunch. What more does a chap need, eh? So this particular stretch of road, which runs between the town of Tame and Stokenchurch, Postcombe, can't remember the number of the road, I'll put it on the screen, I'll look it up, is one of my favourite local roads. It's not very long, but although it's very bumpy at the moment, it's just got some nice twists and turns to it. So if you're in the area, come and search this one out. Cue a bit of music, I think. And then once you've enjoyed that road from Tame towards Stokenchurch, keep heading towards Stokenchurch, avoiding motorways and things like that, and you come up this nice little wooded section, again with some nice bends that I enjoy. Fun enough, I enjoy riding up it more than I do down it. Don't know why that is. But yeah, this is another nice little section. This particular bend here keeps on giving, so you don't want to go in too fast as it tightens up. Couple of guys out enjoying the dry weather. So in case you're wondering, the cafe that we're heading for is a place called Hughenden, which is just outside High Wycombe, and it's called, I think it's called Magnolia Park Cafe, if you ever want to check it out. And it's I know it's probably about another 10 miles from here, something like that, and back into Buckinghamshire, from whence I came. And this is the lovely but unfortunately named West Wycombe. Beautiful little town, appropriately just west of High Wycombe. And then another of my favourite little bits around here, coming up through Bradnam. You've seen this many times on the channel. Not far to go now until we get to the cafe, and my stomach's pretty pleased about that, I can tell you. Right, we're just coming into Hughenden Valley now, which is where the cafe is. Just down here on the right somewhere. I hope it's open. And here it is. That'll do.
West Wycombe's rather different from High Wycombe, isn't it?
It is. It's unfortunately named, isn't it? Because it associates itself with High Wycombe. It's lovely down there, isn't it?
Stunning.
Yeah. So have you not been there before? Oh, it's lovely.
No, I know that bit of the A40.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
fantastic hill on the old A40.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But the other bits around here are just totally new to me.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
good.
just-
Oh, good.
what a-
Because the other side of the motorway for you, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
uncharted territory.
We didn't go over that way.
Exactly. Did you notice my very bright indicators at the back?
Boy,
They're
I
good,
noticed
aren't they?
The ones on the end of the bars, incredible.
They're quite good, aren't they? You think you're
Really
not going to
good.
see them, but they're bright, aren't they? Good. Tiny. But they work really well. Here we are. Magnolia Dining. Right, should we grab some menus then? We can sit outside and come back in and order, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect, lovely, thank you. Here, sir?
It's everything like sandwiches and baguettes and paninis now.
Okay,
No
don't know.
breakfast.
Oh, nightmare.
Breakfast finishes at 1.
Alrighty, okay, thank you. We'll have a look. Cheers.
Okay.
Right, let's go and have a look then. So annoyingly, we've once been foiled by the breakfast because they stopped serving at 1. I don't know what the time is now, gents. Do you?
It is 1:15.
How annoying is that? She did say baguettes and sandwiches, didn't she?
She did say
So, I mean, you could have a bacon, egg and sausage sandwich, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So weirdly, a strange thing has happened. We've this is about an hour later now, and some food has just arrived. Dan has temporarily disappeared, but they couldn't do a breakfast, but they have managed to do me a bacon, sausage and egg baguette, which to me is like breakfast in a baguette. Would you not agree?
Correct, she's coming back. Oh look, yes, he's just gone in for more teas.
Excellent.
Thank you.
There you go. Enjoy.
Dan's gone very healthy today, isn't he? Look at that.
Yeah.
No chip mountain in sight. Actually, that looks pretty good, to be fair. It smells good as well. Maybe, we might have let ourselves down. We'll see. Well, anyway, we'll eat and we'll report back as usual. But we won't be filming the eating because, as we know, that is uncouth.
Is it?
Yeah, we're couth.
Oh, of course
said
we
that
are.
before.
Yeah, of course we're couth.
Blimey. You've got to watch these back, mate.
Yeah.
This is a dilemma, isn't it? Because you've got sausage and bacon. Do you put red or brown?
Yeah.
What would you do in that circumstance?
You've got two rolls.
I know, you
Put
could do both.
brown
You could-
on one and red on the other.
I think overall it's a red. Because I think the egg deserves red.
We don't do breakfast.
But it's a
unless
breakfast.
you order it in a bread roll.
Yeah.
It's a bit like going in and saying, we've run out of bread. Okay, I'll have toast.
That's exactly it, isn't it? That's right. However, it looks all right. Well, it's been fun and games here today at the Magnolia Park Cafe. Time to do the scores. There's some ups and downs to this whole thing. Let's start with the ups. What's the good side, Dan?
Well, the food's perfectly good and it's very reasonably priced.
Okay. There's another good side as well, I think.
The car park's nice.
Yes.
The views are nice.
Yes.
Stunning.
The views here, very nice indeed. Check this out. Nothing wrong with that. However, we have been here for we've been here probably for about 2 hours now.
No, not quite that,
But
but
the
getting on.
wait for the food was about an hour, wasn't it?
Possibly a day.
So we seem to have been here a very long time, so that wasn't very good. And then there was a bit of an issue with the charging situation, wasn't there? In that me and Geoff went to order. Geoff very graciously paid because it was his turn, and then Dan got charged a second time. So that wasn't so good. So the pricing didn't turn out to be so good, but Geoff went and biffed him up and we got the money back, so that was all right. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the other thing. Breakfast.
Yes, breakfast. So, and again, funny this, we arrived just after 1 o'clock to be told no breakfast, kitchen's closed, and we only do sausages, not sausages, quiches and all that kind of stuff. But we espied a chap with sausage and an egg and some bacon in a roll.
Yeah.
So we said, can we have egg, bacon and sausage in a roll? And she went, oh yeah.
Bizarre.
Which is breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
By any other name.
Exactly.
surely.
So anyway, we got what we wanted in the end, but that was a bit bizarre, wasn't it? So we haven't had a lot of luck recently with the Biker Scrans. I mean, the last one was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That place I can't remember the name of, but
Iron Bull.
that was it, Iron Bull. But we've got to get back to Pat's Baps or somewhere, haven't we?
Oh, Pat's Baps.
That was
if you're
top.
watching, Pat.
Yeah,
you're
good
still
work,
number
good
one.
work. Anyway, scores on the doors then. Dan.
It's a 6 from Dan.
Okay, Geoff.
4.
Blimey, I think this is possibly the lowest scoring one we've ever done. I'm going 5 to split the difference, but yeah, I think we'll draw a line on this one and we'll not be back. I think it's quite safe to say, isn't it?
Where are we going next time, TMF?
Well, funny you should say that, because last time we talked about it, did we not?
We did.
Going a bit further afield, making a day of it. It should be summer by then. Bristol somewhere, wasn't it? Was it a garden centre?
West of Bristol, a garden centre.
Whee!
Fear not,
But
it's a garden centre with something special round the back.
Well, if that's not something to look forward to, I don't know what is. So, from the three of us, thank you chaps for coming out and for paying for the food. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, this has been the Piston Flyer. Cheerio.
cheerio.
Bye.
Hey kids, we're the Missing the Flyers.